Hello there, audience, and welcome to SmackDown. We start off with Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax for the SmackDown Women's title. Sasha starts off with speed and thigh slaps. Hey, Vinnie Mac! Right here. Banks connects the double knees and tries to go for the Banks statement, but fails. Nia then powers Sasha for the foreseeable future. Eventually, Sasha hits a Meteora and almost beats Nia. Banks then plays horsey on Nia, but Nia tries to fight out of it. We see Banks get the Banks statement again, and Shayna and Bianca get involved. And fucking Shayna. Seth talks about things while Nakamura comes out, and all I have to say is, man, I'm really liking those suits. Next up is the Street Profits versus the Mysterio family, including Dominic. Montez and Dominic start off the match as Dominic takes an early advantage. Going for a handshake, let's just say Montez doesn't like handshakes. We get a weirdly slow moment between Montez and Dominic, but Ray picks up the pace. Angelo Dawkins gets in and starts throwing his weight around Way. Literally. Montez was distracted by Dominic as Ray hits a Hurricane Rana. Ray tries to go for the 619 after tagging in Dominic, but gets killed by Angelo Dawkins. The Street Profits try to go for a tag team move, but then Ray stops Montez, who was on the top rope, and Dominic rolls up Dawkins for the win. And now we get another tag match that's impromptu. Wow, I actually haven't said this in a while. I actually can't wait to say this. Next up is Sammy versus Baron Corbin, and oh god, Logan Paul! Match starts off with Baron powering Sammy around the ring until Sammy gets a kick in. Baron takes back the advantage after connecting a clothesline, but Sammy takes control and goes for a roll-up by putting his feet on the rope. Sammy dies, does sneaky stuff. What? What the fuck? Why does he die? Let me rephrase that. Sammy does sneaky stuff and gets hit with the end of days.
I don't know what to say about this anymore.
Biggie drives around in a golf cart trying to find Apollo. Next up is Shayna versus Bianca. Bianca takes the early control with the power, but Shayna starts doing cool trips. The match suddenly ends after an attack from Natalya and Tamina. Please God, no impromptu matches, please. Thank you. Next up is Edge versus Jay. Edge grabs the early control by going for a roll-up, then he grabs Jay in a headlock just to shoulder tackle. Edge throws some punches and knees around, then Jay starts throwing some elbows. As the two men fight outside the ring, Edge also hurts his ribs. Edge fights back to try to take control, but Jay keeps it close, throwing Edge on the rope. Jay then starts to stomp on Edge's head and throws him rib first into the ring post. And also, I must say, I really love Edge's selling ability. It's easily some of the best on the main roster, and that's saying something. Edge starts to fight back with some strikes, but his ribs halt him. Jay goes to the top rope and misses as the two men collide mid-air. The ribs, on the, you know what I mean. Edge is able to get up and attack the shoulder of Jay. Also, Bryan's commentary in this match is honestly really great. Much better than Corey's. And Byron's. And Michael's. Yeah. Jay fights with the Samoan drop. Fucking kick? Why? Jay fights with Samoan drop. Jay goes back to the top rope and gets met there by... What the hell? Hold on. Jay fights with Samoan drop. Jay goes back to the top rope and gets met there by Jay. Maybe not Edge. Jay goes back to the top rope and gets met there by Edge, as Edge hits a great Hurricane Rana.
You did it! Congratulations!
Edge then hits the execution and goes to the spear. He makes the run and gets super kick. He then hits a frog splash, but still can't get Edge over in time to capitalize. Two men get up and a spear out of nowhere. So this SmackDown was good. Nothing was really into it. And you know me, I hate impromptu matches with a burning passion. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It was still good. Better than Raw. Yeah, I just kind of wish there was more, I don't know, depth. Granted, they were building the fast lane, the most pointless pay-per-view of all time. But, you know, still, I want depth in my pointless pay-per-views. Well, that's all, folks. I'd be your host, the Nuclear Boy. Yeah, bye.